Imagine having 1,000 friends on social media, yet to not one person call at 2 in the morning when your world feels like it is falling apart. This is not fiction. This is the reality for millions of people around the world today. School teaches us math, history, and chemistry for years. But not a single class ever teaches us how to build a truly meaningful relationship. Yet this might be the most important skill that determines our happiness for an entire lifetime. Today, we are going to break down a secret rarely talked about: the real meaning of quality relationships. Not just having a lot of acquaintances, but having connections that genuinely fill your soul. Stay until the end, because the final part might change how you see every relationship in your life. The problem is simple but painful. We live in the most connected era in human history, with the internet, social media, and instant messaging. Yet strangely, loneliness levels keep rising from one generation to the next. Many people collect followers, not friends. They have hundreds of contacts on their phone, yet feel completely alone when facing a real crisis. Digital connection turns out to be nothing like real emotional connection. School trains us to compete for grades, not to understand each other. We are taught to memorize formulas, but never taught how to genuinely listen to another person. As a result, many adults struggle to build healthy closeness with others. The impact is real and serious. People who lack quality relationships tend to experience more stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Loneliness is not just a feeling. It is a matter of survival itself. Now let us talk facts. Harvard ran one of the longest studies in the history of psychology, following hundreds of people for more than 80 years. The results surprised many people. The study found that the quality of relationships, not wealth or fame, is the strongest predictor of happiness and health in old age. People with warm and supportive relationships tend to live longer and happier lives compared to those who are socially isolated. The World Health Organization has even noted that chronic loneliness can raise the risk of early death to a level comparable with smoking every day. This is not an exaggeration. This is scientific data we need to take seriously. Other studies show that the average adult today has only 1-2 close friends, a number that keeps declining compared to a few decades ago. Yet our number of social contacts has actually grown dramatically because of technology. Let us look at a real example. Imagine two co-workers who were both equally successful in their careers. The first one spent every networking event collecting as many business contacts as possible. The second one chose to focus on just a few relationships, but nurtured them very seriously. Years later, when the first person faced a major crisis in life, not a single one of those business contacts actually showed up to help. Meanwhile, the second person, despite having a small network, had a few people who were truly there for them whenever needed. This proves that depth matters far more than width when it comes to relationships. Another example comes from family life. Many parents work hard to give their children the best facilities, but forget to simply sit down and talk with them. Years later, the child grows up with everything material, yet feels emotionally distant from their parents. The same pattern shows up at work. Teams that trust and open up to each other are proven to be more productive and happier compared to teams that only interact formally. Trust turns out to be the hidden fuel behind any team's success. Now let us talk about the solution. The first step is shifting our mindset from chasing quantity to chasing quality. It is far better to have 3 true friends than 300 shallow acquaintances. The second step is learning to listen actively. This means fully focusing on the other person, instead of thinking about your reply while they are still speaking. Many relationships break not from a lack of love, but from a lack of truly being heard. The third step is daring to be vulnerable. Sharing your real feelings, not just surface small talk, is the doorway to genuine closeness. People who dare to open up usually end up with far deeper relationships. The fourth step is consistency. Strong relationships are built through repeated presence, not one or two big meetups. Reaching out to a friend regularly, even through a short message, matters far more than we realize. The fifth step is giving without expecting anything in return. Help others when they need it, without keeping score. Relationships built on genuine sincerity tend to last far longer. So quality relationships are never about how many people you know. They are about how deeply you connect with the people who truly matter in your life. School may never teach this directly, but life gives us a test on this every single day. The real lesson is not found in books, but in every honest conversation and every moment of time we give to others. Now it is your turn. Think about one person you have not reached out to in a long time, even though you used to be very close. Write their name in the comments, and maybe today, the day you finally reach out again. If this video opened your eyes to the importance of quality relationships, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to Notes on Being Human for more life lessons that school never taught you. See you in the next video.